G'day everyone, Brian from Prime Cuts Lawn Care here. It's Friday morning and as you can see it's raining, it's wet, it's cold, and if you look at the back of my trailer you can see a good dollop of water in the back. It's rained all night. I think it's about 9:30. It's about 6 or 7 degrees Celsius, so it's cold. It's not going to get over 10 or 11 today, so not much going on. And you can see the trees are wobbling around a bit, so it's a bit woolly. See the big one in the background, and then if I just turn over here, you should be able to see the clouds wisping through. We've had a good southerly change come through, complete contrast to the last 3 or 4 weeks. We have had some rain, but not a cold front like this for a little while, but expected in August. It's been very mild, and you know, we've had temperatures up to 20 degrees during the day. We had a -5 yesterday morning, so we're in the transition period from winter to spring. There's the trailer. I'll tip it out in a little while, but I'll just walk down the front. Everything's soaked. It's still raining a bit, but not as heavy as it was before. You can see straight across the road. Trees are waving around a bit. And looking down the street and sort of to the southwest, you can really see the weather. It's coming through, so it's going to be a wet day, wet cold day. So a bit of office work and rescheduling. I've already contacted a few customers that I'll be able to squeeze in next week. Well, g'day everyone. Just something a little bit different today. You would have already seen prior to this just how the weather is out there. It's pretty wild and woolly. We're just going to have a quick talk about insurance, and but before we get started, there is a disclaimer. This isn't financial advice. It's just what I've looked at for my business. So please talk to your accountant, your financial advisor, your insurance representative for your own specific situation. As you know from previous video or videos, I had close to 20 years in agribusiness banking and looking after and lending to many types of businesses: farming, rural merchandise, freight companies, accountants, solicitors, just to name a few. We did discuss insurances and protecting their business, be that public liability, which is a must, property, machinery, business continuity. In that situation, for example, you'd ask the question, well, how, being in banking and lending to these businesses, I'd ask the question, well, how would you repay the loan if something happened to the business owner or the business principal? So that was something that we did discuss, and you know, obviously serious. But although they were bigger businesses than ours, it's something that we still have to think about. The other thing I'd say is that we all insure our house, we insure our car. In this instance, we may have some sort of business insurance, even if it's just public liability insurance. But do we insure the most important thing in our business? And that's either me or it's you. So for me, I'm at a different stage of my life, so I don't need certain insurances versus someone who has a mortgage, kids, for example. Maybe income protection insurance is something to look at. That's something that I had for many years, and it was important to me when I was paying off my own mortgage. What if something happened to me and I was ill, and you're not getting your wage or your salary in? How was I going to pay the mortgage? How was I going to pay utilities? Just things like that. So it's something that you need to weigh up for your own specific situation. Real estate agents and various support agencies in Australia will not enlist your services if you don't have insurance. At the very least, public liability insurance. They want to see your certificate of currency. They want to make sure you're insured. And there are customers in exactly the same situation. They want to know that you're insured, so that if there is any damage, it will be covered. And I think just purely from a professional perspective, we need to have it. So the insurances that I looked at and thought about were business liability, accident. I'm not as concerned about, for me in my specific situation, business continuity insurance. The others might be, so that's business, but the others might be the personal, which are the income protection and or life insurance. As I said, everyone's different. You need to address it for your own specific situation. The business insurance I have covers public liability up to $5 million and what they term property and legal control up to $250,000. So as an example, for me, I had a stone flick up when I was whippersnipping. It broke a glass door at a customer's place. The insurance covered the cost of the door, which was $500 because it was all glass, less the excess of $100. So, it only cost $100, not $500. And I also didn't charge the customer for mowing that day, but that was my choice because of the inconvenience. And the insurance company was really good, and the customer was very happy with the way it was all addressed. So the other thing I'd say is read the insurance policies carefully, because in many instances it's not what is covered, but it's what is not covered. So you need to make sure that there aren't parts within that policy which you're not covered for. I know my insurance policy, geez, it's 80 pages, but if you have a look at the contents at the start, it does tell you what is and what isn't covered. Now, I know it's different in different jurisdictions, in different countries and all that sort of thing, but it's important that we're covered for what we need to be covered. So I hope this just gets you thinking. Just like we review our business, every month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, we should also review our insurances. It's very important. Situations change, so some insurances we mightn't need. The other factor obviously is cost and expense. So that's a factor that, you know, people have to consider in their own specific situation. As stated before, this isn't financial advice. It's what I've looked at for my business, and something we should all look at. So again, please talk to your accountant, your financial advisor, or your insurance representative for your own specific situation. So thank you everybody for watching. I've got a few new subscribers. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you like what I do, please share it with people, like and subscribe. I'm very grateful, and I'll catch you soon. Thank you.